but it was such a fun trip with so many unexpected stops and surprises today. What did you think?
Yeah, I think it was a lot more exciting than I thought it would be.
Hi, we're Yvonne and Jeremy, and we're slow traveling the world on a budget.
Today, we slowly make our way to the Kazbegi region of Georgia with a lot of different stops on the Georgian Military Highway. Good morning everyone, and welcome to a brand new video. This morning we are driving up the Georgian Military Highway all the way to the Kazbegi region, but we're stopping all along the way to visit all these different points of interest on this important military highway. Our first stop is in the small town of Mtskheta, which was the capital of Georgia before the 4th century. We made our first stop at the Svetitskhoveli Cathedral. It's a really hard name to say. I think some people think it sounds like sweaty strawberry.
Smells like incense here.
So the famous legend is that there was a cedar tree that miraculously healed people from their diseases.
And so this church, which is built in a cross shape, was built out of that cedar, and Svetitskhoveli actually means life-giving pillar after that cedar that healed people of their diseases. Now this is the second largest cathedral in all of Georgia and a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
The inside of the church was really beautiful. There were icons and incense candles. And actually there was a room that you can also go in to get blessed by the priest.
It's pretty touristy coming up towards the entrance of the cathedral. There are a lot of people selling different things. But one thing that definitely caught our eye was the wine ice cream.
The pink one is sweet, this one is dry.
Oh, it's good.
It's good?
It's really good.
I want to try now.
Oh,
This is really good. Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we tried.
Yeah.
This is semi-dry, this is semi-sweet.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
That wine ice cream is pretty tasty. It just has that light wine flavor, and it's mostly sweet. So this is really good. We're still in Mtskheta, but we've taken a short drive to St. Nino's Monastery. She was apparently the one that brought Christianity to Georgia in the 300s, and this monastery is known to be part of the center of Christianity in Georgia. Georgia was only the second country to declare Christianity to be the state religion.
So windy up here. We're now at the top of the hill at the Jvari Monastery, and here you can see an amazing, beautiful view of the city of Mtskheta. So right now we're going to head back to the car and drive to different sites along the highway.
It's raining slightly, but we stopped along the way to look at this dam and the beautiful blue water on the side of the road on the Georgian Military Highway.
Our next stop is the Ananuri Fortress, which is built in the 16th century on the side of this dam. unfortunately started raining.
The view would be just so wonderful if it weren't raining, but still you can see the fortress walls are really intact. The monastery in the middle is also very beautiful. Just too bad we ran into some rain.
We're now heading to
The bank of where the two rivers of different colors meet, right outside of Pasanauri. This is a pretty cool photo spot.
As I'm looking at the river, there's one lighter color and one grayish color. And it kind of reminds me of what we're wearing right now.
So we stopped off in Pasanauri on our way north, and we've stopped at a restaurant called Restaurant Korbuda, which our driver says is the best Khinkali in all of Georgia. So we're gonna have to test his claims. Oh yeah, it's so good. Oh, the juice is really, really nice. And the meat is obviously very juicy too, so I'm so glad we got 2 plates of this. It's a nice meaty filling with some coriander.
Okay, so I'm going to be trying the lamb one. Oh, it's so good. So I agree. I think this is probably the most filling that we've gotten in a Khinkali so far, which is great because I love the meat. And I think because today is kind of rainy and cold, so I think having a very warm, fresh Khinkali just really hits the spot.
All right, so our driver, Henri, has stopped off on the side of the road and told us that we can try this mineral water if we want, but I'm looking at it and it is just like orange and red all around it. It looks safe to drink, but why is it orange and red? Well, he told us we could just go and try it, so I guess that's what we're gonna do. Looks like I'm gonna be the guinea pig, so here goes.
Doesn't taste good?
It has like grimy sparkling water kind of taste, but I don't normally like mineral water all that much to begin with, so maybe I'm not the right person to try mineral water off the side of the road, but I'm sure some people enjoy it.
Because of your reaction, I don't want to try anymore.
Okay.
It's like slightly salty. It feels like it has kind of like a salty sodium taste, and then it kind of tastes like the pipes. That's what it tastes like. But yeah, it does have like a carbonated water taste.
We've climbed significantly in elevation. We've passed by Gudari, which is a ski resort area in the winter, and now we're at the Russia-Georgia Friendship Monument. But the mountain views all around this monument are just stunning. You can see mountains, the green grasses, glaciers, livestock, clouds. They're just stunning views all around.
It's pretty funny, once we got here, we totally ignored the Friendship Monument and we were just totally engrossed by the views around us. But now we're going to go up and check it out. It's also really cold up here. It's so nice. Going under this monument so that I can go out and get a nice photo. The things I do. Alright, go to that spot right there. This is wild. We were just driving on the side of a mountain and all we've been seeing have just been glaciers, but all of a sudden there are mineral springs on the side of the road. I think this is really, really strange. Like, the more I look at it, the more strange it gets to me. Just because everything else around this is all green and just doesn't look anything like this. How did this come about? I don't know. It was actually kind of fun.
So as we're driving up the Georgian Military Highway, we see tons and tons of trucks lined up as they're getting ready to cross to the Russian side of the border. Apparently, since the war with Ukraine started, the border checks have been taking longer. The trucks have to line up and wait for days at a time to be able to cross over into Russia. Our driver also told us that earlier on in the war, the driver sometimes had to wait more than a week just to cross the border, and they just had to hang out there waiting in line. So we can see some of the real impact of the war here on the Georgian Military Highway. Now we've stopped off in the nearby village of Sno, where there are these large stone head statues. They're just sitting on the side of the road and were made by a local sculptor, and people say that this is Georgia's version of Easter Island.
I'm not really sure if this is one of them, but we can use our imagination. All right, this one is definitely one of them. You see his face. Doesn't look very happy, but it's his face. It's a face. It's very smooth. He looks kind of sad. All right, short tip. The best time to come is in the morning. Right now, we're here late afternoon and the sun is behind all of these heads, so we can't really get a good picture of each of them. We just met the sculptor and he was just sitting right next to one of the stones. Okay, so we just asked him. So it takes him about 1.5 hours to make each of these heads. And I think he uses the machine, and I think he's gonna show us.
Yeah.
That is so cool. I can't believe we're meeting the sculptor of
the snow heads.
Stones. Yeah.
Ah.
Wow, that's very cool.
Ivan's using Google Translate to communicate with the sculptor.
I just asked him if he plans to continue to make more, and he says yes, of course. So he came over and brought out one of his pieces to show me, and apparently it's because it looks like me. You should make that into one of these heads.
We finally arrived in Stepantsminda, which is the town in the Kazbegi region, and it's really beautiful here even though the clouds are kind of covering Kazbegi right now. But it was such a fun trip with so many unexpected stops and surprises today. What did you think?
Yeah, I think it was a lot more exciting than I thought it would be. So it was definitely a really, really fun day. And just arriving here now, seeing the mountains, it's really quite a treat.
Yeah, it's really quiet here and really peaceful. Not a lot of people around, not a lot of activity. So we're gonna go to the store really quick and pick up a few things. And tomorrow and in our next video, we'll pick up with our adventures here in the Kazbegi region of Georgia. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.